The first spark, how life began on a lifeless planet. Have you ever wondered, how did life begin? Not humans, not animals, the first living species in the world, but the very first spark that turned a silent, dead planet into a world filled with beating hearts, growing forests, and thinking minds. To find the answer, we must travel 4 billion years back, to a time when Earth looked nothing like the blue world we know today. The violent baby Earth? Earth wasn't peaceful. It was a nightmare. Volcanoes bursting every second, meteorites crashing like cosmic bullets, oceans of molten rock, poisonous gases filling the sky. There was no oxygen, no plants, no water that could be safely touched. Yet inside this chaos, something unthinkable was about to happen. When fire met water, as Earth slowly cooled, rain fell for the first time. Not gentle rain, endless storms lasting millions of years. These rains created the first oceans, boiling and bubbling like giant chemical cauldrons. And inside these oceans were simple molecules, hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, just basic building blocks. But under the right conditions, even simple things can become extraordinary. Lightning struck the water. Volcanoes poured minerals into the sea. Deep sea vents blasted heat and energy upward like underwater geysers. This chaotic soup of elements did something magical. It began to organize itself. The first recipe for life. Scientists call it abiogenesis, life arising from non-living matter. But here's the fascinating part. Life didn't begin with a single lucky accident. It began with millions of tiny chemical experiments happening every second. Some combinations failed instantly, some survived only for moments, but a few extremely rare arrangements formed something revolutionary. Self-copying molecules. Imagine a molecule that can make another copy of itself. This was the first step toward evolution. Not alive, but not lifeless either, a spark in the darkness. The first living cell. Over millions of years, these molecules joined inside protective bubbles, tiny organic shells. And then, one bubble became special. It learned to copy itself more reliably. It used the energy around it to survive. It protected its structure. It adapted. This was LUCA, the last universal common ancestor, the first true cell on Earth. Every creature today, from bacteria to whales, from ants to humans, is connected to LUCA, the spark that started everything. From one cell to a living planet, once that first cell existed, evolution exploded. Cells multiplied, some learned to use sunlight, some learned to breathe, some teamed up and became multicellular. Life grew, changed, and transformed an entire planet. What started as a lifeless world of storms became a place of color, movement, and intelligence. All because of one spark, a moment when chemicals found a way to live. The wonder. So the next time you look at your reflection, remember this. Inside you, in every cell of your body, is the memory of that first spark. A spark that began in boiling oceans on a violent planet billions of years ago. A spark that eventually became you,